welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash. And no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. It is quite a scene here in this Grand Colosseum bearing the name of the former president of its illustrious occupants, Estadio Antonio Vespuccio Liberti. But of course we know it much better as the Mas Monumental. We have already started here. Lisandro Martinez gets across to intercept that.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
He's got the shot away! He's scored!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Well, his appreciation of space then was absolutely exceptional, a moving genius.
France have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Look, I'm sure that silencing the crowd would have been mentioned in the dressing room beforehand. And just listen.
Romero cuts out the pass. Molina is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Yapma be.
Oh, it's come loose. And it's Maradona. Can he latch on to this?
This is what good chemistry is.
Tries the shots! It's there! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Hafta biz sabit oraya verdik. Amına kodum
should
oyunu
take a
ya.
back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Another moment of magic. A real
Aa
wow
geçmedi
moment.
gene ya.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
And that has
Bak
added
ya
a whole
oraya
new
beni
complexion to the
attıydım
game.
ya.
Well, they just
Climbs up big! Harmlessly behind.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
Koundé gets over and intercepts. Now it's Griezmann. And that could set him on his way. He's found a way through. Mbappe! Shakes to shoot.
Ya siktir git ya.
Oh, he gave that an almighty thump.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity.
Bak.
And he'll shoot here. Keeper's not concerned by that.
Look, it was achievable, Peter, but it needed his best.
And they're back on the ball
Bak
again.
ya abi böyle saçmalık olmaz ya.
Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. And here's Mbappe.
Abi Mbappe şu an iyi oynamıyor ya.
Argentina
Ha? O
clearly
da
are
kaybetti.
trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Paredes. Short changes him with that pass. Ribéry. Now it's Griezmann.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Bak abi ya.
Now it's Mbappe. And the shot! Goal! France! And they've got their lead back. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Hadi be.
France take the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Koundé is charging up on the overlap. Big header!
Oo işte bu be.
Looks to me very much like an own goal.
Kafa vuruşu olsa daha güzel olacaktı. Kaleciden döndü.
Truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
Sedat ne yaptın? Oynamıyor musun sen?
One moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
Dybala is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Look at this. Mbappe!
Yapma Mbappe ya. Ne kadar kötü vurdun ya.
Brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Just 5 minutes left until the break. And a shot! And that is wildly off target.
Argentina just served up a reminder of how good they can be on the break. Their method is clear.
Mbappe! And that's got behind for a
Mbappe'den
goal kick.
istediğimiz verimi alamadık ya.
Acuna. Now it's Griezmann. It's anyone's ball now.
Lan
Se van a jugar 2 minutos de
Molina.
compensación.
Dybala. Messi. Maradona. And the pass is intercepted. Tchouaméni. Now it's Mbappe. Camavinga. And we hit half-time.
Well, it's hard to say whether a 2-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1.
Señoras y señores, en la pantalla se mostrará un boletín informativo del Departamento de Policía Regional.
hadi be oğlum.
Cambio en Argentina. Número 18. Número 3.
And the second half gets
Número
underway.
22. Entran
Ribery
número 19.
has found the net here, of
Número
course.
7.
And
Número
here's
12.
Griezmann. Engages and forces him off the ball. Koundé kept his eye on it, and he's there. Camavinga. Alvarez. Messi providing an outlet. Can he put it away? Oh, full marks for that effort.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
Molina. Alvarez. And it's Messi. Kante makes the interception. He might come up in there! It's
Penaltı.
a foul, it's in the box, it's a
Tabii canım.
penalty. France have themselves a chance from the spot. Rooney, in the context of the game, he
Griezmann.
must save it.
Şuraya salıver Griezmann ya.
Calm as you
Tabii.
like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a
Namık
blink.
Well, I'm
Mustafa.
not sure
Hay
what body language the
Namık.
keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
France blast themselves into a 3-goal lead. Mbappe. Right, Kante. Mbappe. He's got away. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the
Dondu
relief.
ya.
The great escape.
De Paul. Oh, well, that is not a great touch.
Çok iyi oynuyorsun
Pity that
Can Namık.
because it had a decent
Teşekkürler.
chance of progressing.
Elimizden geleni yapıyoruz da internet çok daha iyi oynamamızı engelliyor maalesef Namık be.
Oh, no. No circumventing this opponent.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas.
Shapes to shoot!
Oy. Oraya doğru da koşturuyorum adamı ama yine de kapatamadı.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
İşte bu.
Now it's Griezmann.
Ya bak,
It's a pretty loose pass.
Mbappe bizi mahvetti ya. Mbappe
No, that's been intercepted.
önce koşuyu gösterip sonra bıraktı.
Look, it's a run defences dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
And here's Mbappe. Oh, it's a
Bir
foul.
penaltı daha.
It could be a penalty. So a
Çalımı
big, big
attıydım,
chance
köşeye
now from
bırakıyordum
12 yards.
aslında da.
So this to extend their lead. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just
Evet.
whet the appetite.
Arjantin bay bay.
France
Bu
are
gitti. Bu adam. Oho. Evet, buradan parayı aldığımıza göre kim arıyor?
Oh, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise
Hello,
of a
everybody,
match
and
that will
welcome to
really get the
today's
juices
match.
flowing. Such scenes here. A sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Cole Palmer could be standout here, Peter. We sometimes see him in a centre-forward position, but I like to see him play from the right side of attack, because that enables him then to be able to just drift inside on his left foot.
He's been bundled over, that is a foul. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all round.
Czech deals with it effortlessly. Ambrosini. That is ended up in no man's land. Played out to the right.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Great ball, and he's in here. Can he finish? What a wonderful goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes. Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Oh, that's a key interception.
Might want to be careful there.
Batistuta. Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Xavi Alonso. Batistuta. Header! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Quarter of an hour played. Lobbed in behind. He's had it taken off him. Played into space out wide. Palmer. That has been knocked clear. Shevchenko. Well, they could break here. Shevchenko goes steaming forward.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up. Fenerbahce are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Thuram. Oh, there's a probing ball. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And that has put paid to that. Thuram cuts it out. Davids. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. So, what can they make of this? Thuram. Now he's off and running. And smartly reclaimed. And the ball's a good one here.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
That's put paid to a promising move. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now it's Owen. Davids. Thuram kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
And it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Now that looks a decent ball, and there's green grass ahead of him. It's a mighty effort! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Shevchenko certainly could have and should have made more of that.
Chiellini. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. He's through here. Big chance! They've scored! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Simplicity itself.
Well, that defence is perplexed by the fact they've allowed him the space.
There will be 1 minute added time.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Has a look and plays it forward. And the whistle goes for half-time. Reflections on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
More action from the second 45 coming soon.
And the action is back on the way.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
Now it's Owen, face to face. Has a goal! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Fenerbahce with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now they can spring out of defence. He won't be happy with that one. Messi. And the counter is on. Fenerbahce needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in the
Climbs up big! And more, and more, and more! And the lead is extended still further. The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
Well, this is a well-rehearsed drill. As soon as possession is regained, the commitment to attack is lethal.
Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. The action has already started.
This is the time you need that pace. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He's cut it out. Well, that is one way to stop it. And Owen! You've got to be quick to recover this.
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
I don't think we've seen a dribbler as good as this guy, Vinicius Junior, in some time. His favourite move is to receive the ball in a wide position, attract defenders his way, where he can turn them and just leave them behind and have a clean run at goal. He's a very tricky customer and getting better week by week.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
And here's Batistuta. Fenerbahce with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. Gullit with the short one. No way through, so back it comes. Maldini. Either side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Ribery. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Messi. He could be in here. Now it's Pedri. Oh, what a canny finish! Ambrosini. And it's Batistuta. Now it's Owen. Alexander-Arnold. Messi is wide and looking to get onto this. And the ball is out of play. Endrick in the hunt and looking threatening. Messi. Davids. And it's Gullit. It's a good spell of possession, this. Oh, well played, well played. Ribery. Endrick. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Messi has it in a wide position. Alexander-Arnold kept his eye on it, and he's there. Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Chips it through. Well read, and the danger is averted. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Maldini does well to get it back. He's had it taken off him. And it's Ribery. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He can run onto that. He's picked his way through. Konate getting this one clear. Ambrosini. Keeper's ball. Messi. Great ball if he can get there. Ribéry. And he's certainly onside here. Pinches it off him. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Looking tidy in possession here. And there's the end of the first half. As if we needed reminding, no easy games at this level, and that is proven here. Neither side any further forward from where they were 45 minutes ago, but it is far from lethargic, far from slow, highly engaging, but goalless. So they head in no further forward. The score here still 0-0. And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Fenerbahce clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Konate. Oh, shooting chance! It's in!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here. Well, we could